As I mentioned in the intro, you have a lot of things going on.
A lot.
But I do love that you are using your platform to raise awareness for issues like this.
Yeah, we've been collaborating with Procter Gamble on this, and what I love about what they've chosen to do with their platform, they have a lot of reach, they have a lot of customers, they spend a lot of money on advertising, and they could just use that money to sell products, but I think they want to get closer to their customer, talk about the real issues that human beings face. And they've talked about it when it comes to masculinity, and now they're talking about it when it comes to racial bias. And I think all of these issues are important for us to talk about, and they're such important parts of our lives, the way we live on a daily basis. And we saw that in the video, kind of on a really micro basis, just little things that happen in people's day that Black men, I think, are very accustomed to feeling and seeing, and other people might not be aware of those feelings that we have and things that we notice all the time. And of course, those are smaller instances, but of course, those kind of grow into much bigger instances, interactions we see with the police, with the criminal justice system. And I think this video is a good way of looking at the smaller things that happen that lead to those bigger things.
Absolutely. And the microaggressions are what you're talking about. And that look is something that's hard to explain. And I think Black men feel it. I have felt it.
Yes.
It's hard to explain unless you've received that look.
Yeah.
And I feel like this piece really sort of captures it in a way that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, and it's the feeling that you don't belong, or that you're an imposter in your own city, in your own country. I remember feeling that feeling when I was at school. I was at the University of Pennsylvania, great school in Philadelphia, and I was often treated by cops around the campus like I had to prove that I belonged there. My cousin just had that happen to her at Penn, and I loved going to Penn, but these are the things that happen, even at a place that we enjoy being at. Generally speaking, we have these experiences where we're told, I'm not sure if you belong here. And then sometimes the cops are called, and once something like that happens, those things can escalate into really dangerous situations for us. And so I think more people need to be mindful of you thinking that about people. And a lot of times it's unconscious, but I think doing this video helps bring that to light and makes you think about those things that may have been unconscious before and say, you know what, I need to change the way I think about other people and how I let stereotypes or unconscious bias inform the way I interact with my fellow human beings, in the city where I live, whatever you're doing.
Yeah, you pointed out that it is those small things that lead to the really big acts of violence that we see headlines about every day.
Yeah.
But it starts with these kind of small, sort of daily
and you see it with, they do a lot of tests with police officers and things of that nature. And I don't think a lot of police officers go to work thinking, I'm going to do something nefarious, I'm going to do something racist. But in the back of their mind, they assign a level of threat to Black skin that they don't assign to other people. And so when that comes into their mind, then it adds fear, it adds anxiety to any interaction that they have with us, and that often escalates into violence.